Hi, I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies, and today we're going to look at the Bear Kodiak. Now, if you go to an archery club and you get your latest bow that shoots 355 feet per second and you can nail golf balls at 50 meters, I guarantee you there's a guy down there with a traditional recurve bow who goes, look at this bow, look how cool this is, and he struggles to hit the target from 30 meters. And you go, dude, buy yourself a compound bow. Well, I tell you what, I'm one of those guys who've always had the fancy compound bows, and I always look at the traditional bows and go, why would you kind of want one of those bows? Because you're really struggling to hit anything with it. Well, this is the Bear Kodiak, and this is probably going to change my mind on traditional bows. And yes, I do have traditional bows, but I still can't hit the side of a barn with one. Now, when I was a kid, there was so many guys at the club who loved their traditional bows, and you went to pull the thing back and you couldn't budge the string, and look, half the time they can only draw it back 14 inches and they draw like this 28, so they draw back their 50-pound bow to about there and let go, and it's like, but I can remember how hard the bow was, and there was a certain aura about these bows. Now Bear, when they released this bow, the Bear Kodiak, to me it was like, this is amazing, so I wanted to show it. Now there's two models in it. One's a maple and one's a satin, or purple and satin. Now these, I don't think these are made anymore. I think literally this is it. So these came in yesterday. Now they're basically a copy of the Bear Kodiak, which was made in 1959. They've got a little feathered arrow rest here, some leather across here, which looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, back in the days when I was a kid, everyone had these feathered arrow rests, so the wood arrows would sort of sit on there and go over. These days, these rests are quite expensive. So it's got the maple, the fiberglass at the front. It comes with a leather grip. Now, this is the maple one. So the purple one is purple here, and I'm going to show you that. But the limb tips, like the craftsmanship, these are quite narrow, and this is the way bows were back then. They're quite narrow up here, and I'm sure this is lovely to shoot. But like the craftsmanship of this bow, it's smooth, it's just... I'm getting to the stage where I'm thinking, well, geez, am I getting old? Am I becoming one of these old guys at the club who goes, wow, look at this cool bow, look how this bow is made, isn't it amazing? And there's going to be young 16-year-olds down the club who go, dude, why would you be interested in this bow? Just go shoot arrows. So I'm wondering if I'm getting old. So, but just like, this is just amazing. Like, I've got three of them. I've got 40, 45 and a 50 just came in, and I had them come in on, they come with a Flemish twist string. But the craftsmanship, now price point on this bow, I did check before I did the video, which I know you're going to say is surprising for me. In America, these sell for about $800 US. There's a couple of them left, you'll be able to find in shops. In Australia, I did check. There might be a couple for sale for about $1,000. For about $1,100, we're going to sell them for about $1,000. Which, you know, if you equate it to American dollars, like 800 American dollars would probably equate to about 1,100 plus sales tax that we have here of about 10%. So it should probably be about 1,200. But this is the other one. This is the purple. So the difference between the maple and the purple is this little bit here is purple and the other one's maple. But, oh, the price is the same between them, but they're just, I don't know what it is. I'm feeling, I don't know if I'm feeling I'm getting old. I don't know if I feel I'm becoming a conspiracy theorist. If I'm just becoming old, if I'm voting for Donald Trump from now on. I just don't know. Am I becoming just one of those old guys at the club who's like, look, this is cool. And I'm wondering what's happening in my life next. I'm like, have I gone away from the fancy sports cars, and am I just going to buy something traditional, old-fashioned like a Mini? Funny you should say that, because here's my new Mini. Like, I feel like I'm getting old. I feel like I'm liking traditional stuff, and I don't know if I should be worried about this or not. I could think it's cool because it's in the Italian Job and Jason Stratham shoots one, drives one, but there's something cool about all this traditional stuff that you see so many of the fast compound bows on the market and you're like, oh, they're all pretty much the same, I've seen them before. But those unique recurve bows are just, there's so few of them, and when they're available, they're like, you were lucky to see one. And now 50 years on, 40 years on, you go, there's another one. There's only going to be one or two of these bows, and it's just like, and here I am, I get to hold one. Anyway, I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies. Enjoy your archery.